Ever dreamed of making $1 million a year? For most people, that number screams freedom, success, and pure security. It's the ultimate financial finish line, right? But what if I told you that $1 million salary doesn't always make you rich, at least, not everywhere? Today, we're peeling back the curtain on a fascinating truth. Depending on where you live, that exact same paycheck can buy you a sprawling mansion, or barely even a penthouse parking spot. We're about to break down how $1 million transforms into wildly different realities all around the world. Because in our global economy, location isn't just a detail, it's the ultimate luxury. We're diving deep into the numbers that define the good life, exploring how geography quietly determines your real, take-home income. Stick around to the very end, because we're going to reveal which country secretly gives millionaires the absolute best lifestyle-to-tax ratio on Earth. You might be surprised. Let's jump in. So, where does a million truly stay a million? We're talking about places like Saudi Arabia, the United Arab Emirates, Qatar, and Monaco. Here, the magic word is zero. That's right, income tax simply doesn't exist. You earn it, you keep it. Period. Take Dubai, for example. $1 million salary means exactly that in your bank account. No income tax, no capital gains tax, and no local levy. Your only major costs are purely lifestyle choices. Think lavish penthouse rents, elite private schooling for the kids, and maybe a supercar habit or two. If you want it, you pay for it, but the government isn't taking a slice of your earnings. Then there's Monaco. That same million lets you live inside one of the most exclusive square miles on Earth. This tiny principality hasn't had an income tax since way back in 1869. But let's be real, exclusivity definitely comes at a price. Real estate here averages over $5,000 per square foot. Still, many high earners happily trade that steep cost for total tax freedom and a truly unique lifestyle. In Qatar and Saudi Arabia, the story's similar, zero income tax. Though, it's worth noting that expats sometimes face higher costs for luxury imports and often have limited property ownership options. The bottom line in these nations: $1 million earned is $1 million kept, but the cost of maintaining that ultra-luxurious lifestyle can often balance out the scales. It's a trade-off many are willing to make for pure financial freedom. Alright, moving on from the zero tax havens, let's explore the low tax powerhouses. We're talking about places like Singapore, Hong Kong, and Switzerland. These countries offer a compelling blend of economic opportunity and relatively light tax burdens. In Singapore, if you're earning $1 million, you'll generally take home roughly $780,000 after taxes, the top marginal income tax rate, a very reasonable 22%. But here's the kicker: what you pay in taxes. You gain back tenfold in terms of world-class infrastructure, incredible safety, and unparalleled efficiency. It's a beautifully run city-state that simply works. Hong Kong is even leaner on the tax front. They boast flat tax rates that hover around 15%, meaning $1 million earner will see a take-home pay close to $850,000. Combine that with zero tax on capital gains and foreign income, and it's easy to see why so many global executives and entrepreneurs choose to base themselves here. It's a bustling hub of finance and innovation, with a tax system designed to attract wealth. And then there's Switzerland. Taxes here can vary quite a bit depending on which canton you call home. Now, let's cross over to the United States, where your real take-home pay is incredibly dependent on your zip code. This is where things get really interesting, because the variation is huge. If you're pulling in $1 million in Texas, you'll typically be left with roughly $670,000 after federal taxes. Why so much? Because Texas has no state income tax. That's a huge chunk of change staying in your pocket. Move that same job to Florida or Nevada, and the numbers look almost identical, with their similar no-state income tax policies. But relocate that same $1 million job to California, and things change fast, really fast. Federal plus state income taxes can push your total tax bill to nearly 48%, leaving you with only about $520,000 take home. Think about that. That's a $150,000 swing purely based on geography. And remember, many cities within these states have their own local levies. So, a high-flying Silicon Valley executive might only keep half of their million, while a Houston CEO pockets a solid two-thirds. It's not just about the tax percentages, though, it's about what those taxes actually buy you. California offers world-class weather, a vibrant culture, and incredible opportunity in tech and entertainment. Texas, on the other hand, gives you lower costs, immense business freedom, and plenty of space to grow. Different philosophies, the same paycheck, and radically different results for your personal finances. It truly highlights the power of location. Let's head across the Atlantic now, to Europe. In the continent's big economies, high income often comes with high contribution to the social safety net. It's a different cultural and economic compact. In the United Kingdom, $1 million salary can shrink to about $510,000 after income tax and national insurance contributions are factored in. Over in Germany, it's even lower, around $480,000, once solidarity surcharges and social insurance are included in the calculation. Countries like France, Sweden, and Denmark go even further. Their top tax rates can exceed 55%, meaning your million nets you roughly $450,000. And yet, these countries consistently rank high in global happiness and health outcomes. Why? Because public healthcare, top-tier education, and robust infrastructure are all heavily funded by those taxes. So, while your personal wallet definitely takes a hit, the trade-off is often a greater sense of societal stability and social equality. Still, for entrepreneurs and investors who are deeply focused on personal wealth optimization, those numbers can be hard to ignore. A difference of $500,000 per year compounds into a lifetime of wealth over a decade. It's a huge financial decision. Heading further east, let's look at Tokyo. This is a clear, stark demonstration. To people with the exact same salary, one is building a robust retirement fund and a comfortable life, while the other might be struggling just to maintain their expected lifestyle. It shows us that wealth isn't just about what you earn, it's profoundly about where you earn it. Your geographic address is a massive factor in your true financial standing. So, after all this exploration, where does a millionaire truly live like one? If you're optimizing purely for maximum take-home pay, Monaco and Dubai undeniably top the charts. They offer unparalleled tax freedom. If you're looking for a perfect balance between reasonable taxation, excellent infrastructure, and global connectivity, then Singapore and Switzerland emerge as incredibly sweet spots. And if you value creative opportunity, entrepreneurial energy, and the freedom to innovate, parts of the U.S. still offer a fantastic mix of opportunity and fortune, especially in states with lower tax burdens. In the end, $1 million salary is definitely a monumental milestone, a dream for many. But your chosen location turns that milestone into either an incredible fortune or a frustrating struggle. Choose wisely, because your tax address just might be the single most expensive and impactful financial decision you ever make. If you enjoyed this deep dive into global wealth and found it helpful, please hit that like button, share this video, and make sure you subscribe to Infinite Luxury Wealth for more insights into the numbers behind the good life, and for our next adventure. Click right here to check out the top 5 countries where the rich pay almost nothing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time in the world of luxury, where every number tells a story.